Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's November 27th, 2023, and I am back. I took a week off for Thanksgiving to relax and see family who visited from out of town and celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving celebration as well. And we're back. I will keep trying to be here as often as possible, keeping my promise of a daily check-in 5 days a week. So today is an interesting one. I have so many thoughts to share, so many quotes to share, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys, and I'll keep it brief. Had a lot to think about, especially because I started publishing this blog and hearing from some people and not hearing from other people. It is scary. As I said before, it's super scary, super interesting. And what does it make me feel like? It makes me feel like I am learning a lot more about myself. I'm learning about people around me. And I'm learning about my life with regards to what I want it to be, where I am right now, what are my goals. Um, Reporting on the progress or lack of. Since I had a lot to do that last week, I did not exercise at all. And now, interestingly enough, when I have accountability, as I mentioned to all of you, which I made accountability for myself, you do not impose it on me. I feel like I'm missing something, and it is scary, as this is a completely new feeling for me where I'm like, oh, I'm accountable to myself and I haven't done it. What I love is the fact that I don't push myself in a hole. I don't make myself stressed out over it. All of these are very new experiences for me. Someone might say, what's the big deal? For me, it is. I used to be exceptionally judgmental, very critical. I always said I'm my worst critic, and that was true. I made myself feel super bad, super negative, and learning to be positive, learning to be calm and balanced about things that did not happen, um, teaches me to be accepting not only of myself, but of others. Interestingly enough, as I started learning how to accept myself, I'm learning to accept other people's differences, challenges, problems. So I guess one thought, right? I was talking about 333. So what I have not done, which I was supposed to do, is one, and two and three. And my thought, the first thought, in order to accept others, people, in order to accept other people's differences, flaws, deviations from a norm, standards, you have to first accept yourself. And in order to accept yourself, you have to forgive yourself for not being perfect. I've done that. And that's awesome. Because even when I do something wrong right now, when I just do something that I don't like that I've done, I forgive myself, I accept myself, and that allows me to be more open into accepting others. So, the bottom line of this, if you see people around yourself that are not accepting, that are very judgmental of others, that just means one thing. They are so super critical about themselves. They have so many issues associated with not allowing themselves to be accepted in their own heart by themselves, that the only thing they know is to be very critical and unaccepting of others. Excellent revelation. What I also learned, and I had, as one of those quotes that I love, in association with that first thought, was something that I came across online again, and I found it, and I just love it. And it says, you become free when you stop letting what you can't control have control over you. And a lot of people, some of my friends even told me for so long, if you can't control not everything around you, you can't control. So if you can't control something, let it go. I actually agree now. I didn't understand how to do it, but I know how to do it now. When you forgive yourself, when you accept yourself, when you accept all of your flaws, and you don't see them as anything but that one little thing, then you're free and you're able to say, yeah, if it's out of my control, I'm not going to let it control me. So that was the first one. That was the first thought that I came across. The second one that I also find fascinating is I am changing, transforming, adapting, thinking differently about things, having the same experiences as before, but reacting to them differently. And with everything that is going on around, I found it very important to really repeat a very beautiful statement once again that I came across online. It says, you must always be willing to truly consider evidence that contradicts your belief and admit the possibility that you might be wrong. Intelligence isn't knowing everything, it's the ability to change everything you know. So I've gotten feedback from a lot of people over the years. You think you know everything, but you don't. That used to be hurtful. It was hurting my feelings because that's not what I want to show up as. And just, I always have a thought and I always have a feeling, intuition that I was sharing. And when I read intelligence isn't knowing everything, it's the ability to challenge, not to change, I'm sorry, to challenge everything you know, that helps. So it's true. Over the course of the last few years, I'm challenging everything I know, professionally and personally. And that is interesting because it opens the door wider, the door of the world, the door of the people that I am interacting with, right? The door to the people that I'm interacting with, that allows me to learn interesting deviations from what I've known. The last thought for today is that things are hard and you can fall and you can get up, and every day is something that makes you learn something new only if you allow yourself to be. If you allow yourself to be, means that you are allowing yourself to believe that every day is truly a new day, and whatever didn't happen yesterday doesn't necessarily mean it will not happen today or tomorrow. And having an eye on the goal. What are your goals? That's all for today. I wanted to share with you my thoughts and my feelings. I do now want to talk about, so those are the three thoughts, right? So what I have not done, three things, right? I was going to exercise and I didn't. I do want to do it today. I feel like I need to. I will talk about something really important tomorrow, though, for myself, and I will announce it. So please stay tuned. The second thing that I started to looking more into the health challenge, because that weight that I'm carrying around, and I'm talking about physical weight, is really impacting me. And I really appreciate one of my friends who suggested this interesting 4-day quick kind of a seminar on learning a different type of mindset, right, towards the weight loss. And it's more of a complex one, which I like. It includes physical, psychological opportunities. So I'm doing that. I love that I'm able to do that today. And the third thing is I'm progressing with some of my personal goals on finding financial opportunities and freedom to live my best life, to live life to the fullest. And I will pursue that dream, which I am not sharing yet, but I will when the time comes, which is going to be soon. So those are the three things that I am doing today, and I will continue doing tomorrow. They're not going to be repeated simply because it is a process and you have to do a lot in order to achieve my goals. What is absolutely critical is the learning, right? Consistent, constant learning. I read somewhere and I heard something, and that phrase repeats over and over from different sources. So I understand that it's a message that's coming to me. No matter what you do, you have to progress. You can't be stagnant. You can't stand still in one place. Even if you're making a really small step forward, even if it's in your mind, right? It's not even, it doesn't have to be physical. You have to move forward. Moving forward, having that progression is the energy of the universe that is returned to you in a form of support, in a form of financial recognition, or otherwise. Constantly moving forward. A lot of people are having a huge issue with that, and I will talk more about it in our later in the next days or so. But today I'm going to draw a card, or oracle cards. As you already know, one card will be drawn today on my thoughts. Let's think about what I want to say. It's especially important because it's a full moon tonight, and that's a beaver full moon, I believe, and it's an important one because according to what I read so far and heard so far, it's going to remove blockage for a lot of things that you guys are interested in pursuing, a lot of different blocks, and that's what I'm hoping for myself as well. So I'm going to just draw a card that should be able to help me understand, what do I need to do, what is important. Okay. Interesting. Here it is. Eternal flame. Tempered spirit shines brighter, higher self. That is incredible oracle card from the deck, created, as I mentioned, by Alexander Popov-Mikhailov. I have references on my channel for the purchasing of this oracle deck, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, I can't even explain, but I guess it's self-explanatory. My higher self, right? The tempered spirit shines brighter because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping in what I'm doing, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue. And I just so hope that you guys can start commenting, because I so much need to know whether you hear me, whether what I'm saying is important. I know a couple of people did share that with me privately, which is fine. I appreciate that. But hopefully you will like this video, Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and maybe share it as well. I sure hope that I can help in my outreach to as many people as possible, and they can find their motivation or just a good word, warmth in my message. It's pretty cold here in Florida, but I still love it no matter what. So just again, I wanted to share that today is a beautiful day. And please remember, every day is a beautiful day, wonderful day, when we have peace on earth and when everyone around you is happy and healthy. Sending love to all.